So that's being prepared for the complications. We talked about with the payers. Make sure that you are aware of your payer's readiness for ICD-10. I would suggest to everyone that you go to the website for your top payers, sign up to receive newsletters. Many of the payers are sending out regular newsletters to let all of the providers know where they are and what their new transition process is with ICD-10. They may even provide you with some claim edit information for your specialty. So make sure that you're signing up and you're getting the benefit of those newsletters. Follow up with your integrated software partners. That's like we spoke of with the, if you have an EHR or a lab that you're interfaced with or radiology that you're interfaced with. Make sure that you've reached out to those partners so you know what their plan is. You know that they're going to be able to accept ICD-10, find out if there are any glitches that they're experiencing so you can watch for those. Clearinghouses as well. As I kind of mentioned a little bit earlier, check with your clearinghouses just to make sure when you're sending the claim out, you may code it with your ICD-10 code. It goes out of your software. If it hits a clearinghouse before it goes on to that payer, if it's not a direct submit to the payer, you want to make sure that it's leaving that clearinghouse also correctly and going on to the payer. And that's another reason to check those claims logs. Make sure that you're keeping an eye on all of that. Some issues that you might experience, claim edits with payers. That's a big one. We're all a little nervous about the way the payers are going to process the claims based on their edits. CMS has advised us that they are going to allow a 12-month grace period where they're going to relax the claim edits. So as long as your claim includes an ICD-10 from within the subset for that diagnosis, they're not going to deny your claim based on that. It may not be the highest specificity, but they're trying to give providers 12 months to get used to using ICD-10 in the most specific. Now, with other payers, we haven't necessarily received that information, although many payers go along with what CMS does. But get the claim edits. Contact those payers, your top payers. Ask them for your specialty. Can we get the claim edits for ICD-10 for these diagnoses? Just so you have something on hand so you know before you send that claim out what edits they're going to be looking for. Your appointment scheduling, try to leave yourself some time. Leave your providers some time to do some extra documenting. Everyone's going to need, from the nurse to nurse practitioner, physician, you want to have as much documentation as possible so when your encounter gets to that coder, they have every possible piece of information they need to code that to the highest specificity. So leave yourself a little extra time. If you typically cut a little bit of admin time into your appointment time, make sure that your staff knows not to book someone there, that you want to take advantage of that little cushion so you can do that. And also the correlation between your lab and radiology testing. We talked about that a little bit, like the integrated software partners. Make sure you reach out to those companies that you integrate with. Also, you may need to use, likely, an ICD-10 code when you are ordering labs and radiology and additional testing. So keep that in mind. Use the Coder app, use the online site so you can get an ICD-10 code to insert on those orders for testing.